In this second grade reading lesson, we're teaching students how to think aloud. Thinking aloud is a comprehension strategy that helps readers make sense out of confusing passages. Through modeling and using your own strategies, you can help your students acquire and refine reading skills that will enable them to make meaning out of texts. We're going to read The Duckling Gets a Cookie. Tomorrow we're going to do paired readings and work on think alouds as you are reading with your partner. Watch your tone of voice and how you read out loud. You will choose your books from the bookshelves later today, and each group will have a notepad to take notes like I will take today. So again, we're reading The Duckling Gets a Cookie. Now we know that this is a duckling. Wonder what this other character is. We need to write that down. Who is this other character? And we can place our sticky note there while we go through the book. There are lots of cookies on this page here. Now the first thing that we look at is this character that we were talking about says, I do not like the look of that title. The title that says The Duckling Gets a Cookie. There is the duckling, so we know this is not a duckling. We still do not know who that character is. Here is the duckling. Hello, may I have a cookie, please? That sounds like a very polite duckling. Oh, now a cookie drops to the duckling, and the duckling says thanks. Let's write that down, that this duckling seems to be very polite. And place it in the book. That was very nice of you. Oh, look at those nuts. Do you think the duckling likes cookies with nuts? Let's write that down and place it in the book. Now here comes along the second character. Look how large the print is here. Why is this type bigger, do you think? Do you think maybe this other character is shouting? They say, hey, how did you get that cookie? Here's the duckling that says, I asked for it. Do you see the arms crossed on this character? What do you think that they are thinking? Let's put a note in here. What are they thinking, and why are the letters so big? You asked for it? The duckling says politely. Say, does that cookie have nuts? Do you think this animal or character is mean or being a bully? Do you think that he or she will take the cookie from the duckling? Let's write that down so that we can see later. So, you got a cookie with nuts just by asking? I ask for things all the time. Look at how the duckling is staring at that character. I ask to drive the bus, I ask for hot dog parties. Do I ask for candy? I do. It doesn't have to be a big bus, you know. I'll ask for a French fry robot every now and then. Right now I'm asking why. I've asked for a walrus. Why? Do you think this animal has maybe asked for too much? Let's write that down on our sticky notes. Oh, there's more. Or I'll ask for one more story. I can't count the times I've asked for my own personal iceberg. I asked to stay up late. Oh yeah, I'm the askingest pigeon in town. But do I get what I ask for? How can you tell this is a pigeon now? Because in here they say, I am the askingest pigeon in the town. That answers one of our highlighted questions that we already put on the tab. Now, how can you tell that this pigeon is sad? Do you see the teardrops coming down from the eyes? No! Do you think the pigeon is shouting? Is that why the letters are so big and dark? It's not fair. Ducklings get everything. Pigeons like cookies too, especially with nuts. Why did you get that cookie? Do you think that the duckling will tell the pigeon the truth? What do you think the answer will be? Why did he get that cookie? So I could give it to you. And another thing. Now, why didn't the pigeon hear the duckling say, so I could give it to you? Do you think it's because the pigeon was shouting? Hubba, what? You're giving me that cookie? The duckling says, with the nuts. Now, why is the pigeon surprised? And why did the duckling mention the nuts? That is so nice. Thank you. Thank you very much. Chomp. This is one cool duckling. Chomp. Yes, sir. And the duckling says bye. What do you think the duckling will do next? May I have another cookie, please? But this time, no nuts? Do you think that the duckling never did like nuts? Is that why the duckling gave away the cookie? The end. Let's go back and look at some of our questions that we had written down. First of all, we wanted to know who the other character was. We decided that it was a pigeon, so we did get that answer. Next, we looked at whether we thought the duckling really liked nuts or not. We still don't know, but I think the duckling did not like nuts because he asked for one without nuts. We knew that the pigeon was sad because we could see the teardrops coming out of its eyes. We do know that the large letters with the pigeon's beak open like this did mean that the pigeon was shouting. Why did the duckling get a cookie? Just by asking politely. And we know that when you're shouting, you can't hear what someone else is saying, so you have to stop and listen. Why do we think that the pigeon was surprised that the duckling gave the pigeon the cookie? We really don't know that answer. It could be that no one was ever nice to the pigeon before, or that no one had ever given the pigeon anything. Were you surprised when the duckling simply asked, "May I have another cookie, please, with no nuts?" Do you think that the duckling received another cookie? Now again, remember when you are picking out your book tomorrow, reading with your partner, to use a good tone when you're reading. Get your sticky notes out so that if you have any questions, you can see at the end if you have received the answers.